Hello students, here Jyotsna Milind Thorat, Department of Chemistry, New English High School and Junior College. Now let's continue with the halogen derivatives. Students, today is the last lecture of the halogen derivative, okay? Part 4. Now students, today we will complete chemical properties and applications. Now students, let's begin with our topic, that is elimination reaction. The reaction in which two atoms or groups of atoms from adjacent carbon atom are lost in the form of molecule without replacement to give unsaturated compound is called as elimination reaction. Okay, after removal of group, okay, we will get an unsaturated compound. Unsaturated means there is a double bond. Okay, and here the main rule is the carbon atom bearing halogen is called alpha carbon, and any carbon atom attached to alpha carbon is known as beta carbon. Okay, ये तो आपको पता है. See, elimination में we will study dehydrohalogenation reaction. Okay, D means removal, hydrogen का removal as well as halogen का removal, so that's why it is dehydrohalogenation. See, this reaction involved removal of halogen atom from alpha carbon atom and hydrogen atom from beta carbon atom. That's why this is called as beta elimination or 1,2 elimination. Why it is called as beta elimination? Because from beta carbon we are removing a hydrogen. That's why it is called as a beta elimination. Okay. Now see the general reaction. Okay. So this is a carbon atom which is carrying halogen, that's why it is called as alpha carbon atom. जिस कार्बन के पास हैलोजन होगा उसको अल्फा बोलेंगे और उसके बगल में उसके एडजेसेंट जो कार्बन होगा उसको बीटा बोलेंगे. ठीक है, आगे अगर सीरीज होगा तो अल्फा, बीटा, गैमा, लाइक दैट. ओके, नाउ अल्फा कार्बन एटम एंड बीटा कार्बन एटम, अंडरस्टूड. नेक्स्ट, इस अल्फा कार्बन एटम को जो हाइड्रोजन अटैच होगा दैट हाइड्रोजन इज कॉल्ड एज अल्फा हाइड्रोजन. ठीक है, एंड यहाँ पे जिस कार्बन एटम को हाइड्रोजन, बीटा कार्बन एटम को हाइड्रोजन अटैच होगा दैट इज कॉल्ड एज बीटा हाइड्रोजन एटम. ओके, अगर अल्फा को हाइड्रोजन अटैच है अल्फा हाइड्रोजन एटम, बीटा कार्बन को हाइड्रोजन अटैच है बीटा हाइड्रोजन एटम. अंडरस्टूड. नाउ देयर इज अ रिमूवल ऑफ दिस ग्रुप, ओके, and form unsaturated compound. This is a general reaction. H plus, this is H plus and X minus as a nucleophile. Now it is, we can simply say it is saturated to unsaturated formation. ठीक है, saturated से क्या हो रहा है, compound unsaturated बन रहा है. Now see the next step. See, this is the example. Okay, this is isobutyl bromide. Now tell me which is the alpha carbon. Okay, this is the alpha carbon because this carbon is attached to halogen. Okay, now beta carbon, the alpha carbon का adjacent कौन है, 1, 2 and 3, ये तीनों भी क्या हो गए, बीटा हो गए, and they are having symmetrical structure. Okay, so this is a beta carbon atom, ये भी बीटा है, this is also beta, this is also beta. Okay, now we will take this one, this is beta carbon atom. Now reaction is between the alpha and beta carbon atom. Okay, the reaction is carried out in the presence of alcoholic KOH. Alcoholic KOH is important. Okay, now यहाँ से अल्फा हाइड्रोजन और बीटा हाइड्रोजन से हैलोजन एज वेल एज हाइड्रोजन रिमूव हुआ तो इन दोनों के बीच में क्या फॉर्म होगा, डबल बॉन्ड. सो वी विल गेट द प्रोडक्ट CH3 single bond C, single bond CH3, double bond CH2. Okay, so it is isobutylene and H2O and KBr as a side product. Okay, now listen why we are using alcoholic KOH. Okay, see, step 1, अल्कोहलिक मीन्स वी आर यूजिंग अल्कोहल C2H5OH, इथेनॉल. इथेनॉल में हम लोग क्या करेंगे, पोटेशियम हाइड्रोक्साइड को डालेंगे तो एसिडिक, दिस अल्कोहल इज स्लाइटली एसिडिक एंड दिस इज द बेस ऑन न्यूट्रलाइजेशन टेक्स प्लेस. ओके, सो रिएक्शन इज कैरिड आउट लाइक दिस. ओके, C2H5O माइनस K प्लस एंड H2O बनाएगा. ठीक है, तो ये क्या हो गया, ये सॉल्ट हो गया, बराबर. सो अभी क्या होगा, this C2H5O minus is act as a base. It acts as a base. Okay, why it is acts as a base? Because it abstracts a proton. It abstracts a proton or hydrogen. Okay, that's why it acts as a base. न्यूक्लियोफाइल कभी रिएक्ट करेगा जब ये किसी कार्बन सेंटर पे अटैक करेगा. क्लियर? So this is the main difference between nucleophile and base. Okay, see, okay, this is our compound. ठीक है, now this is alpha carbon, this is beta beta beta. Okay, we are considering about this. सो इसको हम लोग इस तरह से लिखेंगे. सो ये बेस जो है, ये इसका काम क्या है, नेगेटिव चार्ज है. तो ऑब्वियसली ये क्या करेगा, इस प्रोटॉन को क्या करेगा, एब्स्ट्रैक्ट करेगा. एब्स्ट्रैक्ट करने के बाद यहाँ पे क्या आएगा, नेगेटिव चार्ज आएगा. सो हियर लाइक दिस. ओके, सो ये हाइड्रोजन, ये प्रोटॉन इसने ले लिया. सो यहाँ पे क्या हो गया, ये जो 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है ये यहाँ पे कार्बन पे शिफ्ट हो गए. सो वी विल गेट द स्ट्रक्चर लाइक दिस. ओके, सो यहाँ पे एनायन बना. बराबर. नाउ दिस इज अल्फा कार्बन एटम एंड दिस इज अ एनायन. ओके, अभी क्या हो गया, ये C2H5 ये हाइड्रोजन लेके क्या हो गया, कैटालिस्ट करके साइड में हो गया. इसका रोल खत्म हो गया. ओके, कार्बन एनायन बना के इसका रोल खत्म हो गया. नाउ नेक्स्ट स्टेप, what happens, this negative charge is shifted to the alpha carbon atom, shifted to the alpha carbon atom, and final product we will get like this. Okay, and bromine leaving group, bromine as a leaving group. Now this will react with the this K plus and we will get KBr as a side product, and this is H2O. Understood the mechanism? Any doubt? Okay, next. Now let's continue with the topic. Let's see the example. When 2-bromobutane on heating with alcoholic KOH gives a mixture of 1 butene and 2 butene. Okay, it gives a mixture of 1 butene and 2 butene. See this example. Okay, here this is alpha carbon which is carrying halogen, and this is beta carbon. Okay, here are two conditions, 2 beta carbon atoms. This is beta 1, we are considered as beta 1, and this considered as beta 2. Okay, now like this situation, from where we have to remove the hydrogen. Okay, so there are two possible conditions. Okay, in the presence of reaction is carried out by alcoholic KOH and heating. Okay, first is by loss of beta 1 hydrogen, and second is loss of beta 2 hydrogen. Let's see ki how we will get the product according to this beta hydrogen. Okay, beta 1, agar if we are removing from beta 1, so we will get the formation of double bond between these two carbon atoms. Okay, so we will get the 2 butene. Okay, product is 2 butene, and if we are removing beta 2 from this carbon, so we will get the product 1 butene. Okay, like this. So this is a major and this is a minor product. Okay, because see here there are double bond is containing 2 alkyl group, and here okay equally symmetrical alkyl group, and here there is a one side is having alkyl group, and this side is having only hydrogens. So like to explain this, we are using a Sedgwick rule. Okay, what says this rule? In dehydrohalogenation, the preferred product is that alkene which has greater number of alkyl group attached to the double bonded carbon atom. Okay, that is more substituted double bond is formed. So यहाँ पे जो डबल बॉन्ड कार्बन एटम है जिसको मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ में से हाइड्रोजन क्या होगा, रिप्लेस होगा अल्काइल ग्रुप से. ओके, सो मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ अल्काइल ग्रुप इसको अटैच्ड होंगे, दैट इज द मोर स्टेबल. ओके, लेट्स सी द स्टेबिलिटी अकॉर्डिंग टू रूल. सी here carbon carbon double bond with the 2 alkyl group, this is more stable, means no hydrogens is here. Okay, that is the more stable as compared to this. Okay, so here, and lastly is the RCH double bond CH2, this is the least stable. Okay, according to this stability. Okay, Sedgwick rule gives this stability, and according to Sedgwick rule we can conclude which is the major product and which is the minor product. Okay, let's continue with the new topic, reactions with metal. Okay, reactions with metal, here we are using an active metal, that is sodium, magnesium and cadmium. The compound in which metal is directly bonded to carbon atom is called organometallic compound. Okay, organic compound, that is carbon combined with metal, is called organometallic compound. In that we are started with the first reaction, that is formation of Grignard reagent. We can call as a reaction with magnesium, and it is represented as general formula, that is RMgX. R is alkyl group, X is a halogen. Okay, here Grignard reagent is organometallic compound in which divalent magnesium is directly linked to alkyl group and halogen atom. Okay, the carbon magnesium bond is highly polar. This carbon magnesium bond is highly polar. Let's see. Carbon magnesium bond is highly polar. The carbon pulls electrons from electropositive magnesium and also halogens. So therefore magnesium got a partial positive charge, and alkyl group as well as halogen gets a partial negative charge. Magnesium halogen bond is ionic in nature. Grignard reagent is highly reactive. Okay, let's see how we can prepare a Grignard reagent. See, this is a general reaction. When we are using alkyl halide react with magnesium in the presence of dry ether. Okay, so we will get RMgX, that is alkyl magnesium halide. This is called as the Grignard reagent. Now, see the reaction. Okay, methyl bromide when reacts with magnesium in the presence of dry ether, we will get this Grignard reagent. The name of Grignard reagent is methyl magnesium halide. Why we are using dry ether? Dry ether is a good non-polar and aprotic solvent. That's why we are using a dry ether. Now, Grignard reagent is highly reactive and reacts with any source of proton. Okay, any source of proton like water, amine, alcohols to give a hydrocarbon. Let's see. When Grignard reagent react with HOH minus, it will give a RH and MgOH. Okay, OH and halogen. So hence its reaction are carried out under dry reaction. Okay, therefore there is a dry condition is required. See the reactions of Grignard reagent. When it reacts with water or compound containing hydrogen to electronegative element. Here also we have seen this, and same here. That is methyl magnesium bromide when react with CH3OH, hydrogen is attached to oxygen. Okay, so here we will get what? This CH3 is joined with this, attached with this hydrogen, so we will get CH4, and this is our byproduct. Okay, magnesium bromine with OCH3. Same here, CH3 MgBr when react with NH3 in the presence of dry ether, same product we will get CH4, and this is our byproduct. Understood? Okay. Now let's start with the next metal reaction, that is Wurtz reaction. In Wurtz reaction we are using metal sodium. Okay, in Grignard reagent we see the magnesium metal. Now here in Wurtz reaction we are using sodium metal. Sodium is having symbol Na. Okay, now what happens when alkyl halide is reacts with the sodium metal in the presence of dry ether, form higher alkene. The same reason why we are using dry ether. Dry ether is good non-polar and aprotic solvent, as well as sodium is very reactive. So that's why sodium metal is not react with the dry ether. Okay, that's why we are using dry ether as a solvent. Okay, when alkyl halide react with sodium, okay, it form a higher alkanes. ये higher alkanes बनाएगा, and higher alkanes containing double the number of carbon atom present in alkyl halide. Okay, so this is a general reaction. When alkyl halide reacts with sodium metal in the presence of dry ether, we will get R single bond R. Okay, so it is a alkane, higher alkane with the 2NaX, sodium halide as a byproduct. Let's see the example. When methyl bromide, okay, 2RX ना, so we will write over here separately CH3Br, एक यहाँ पे लिखा है, and here CH3Br. okay, so combine नहीं लिखा हमने, for the understanding we will write separately. So CH3Br plus CH3Br with sodium metal. Okay, so ये क्या करेगा, this will part is eliminate, and this one of the alkyl group and second one combine together and form a ethane. Okay, so sodium bromide as a byproduct. Sodium bromide as a byproduct. So here we will get a higher alkane. Okay, अगर here we are using the same, okay, methyl bromide. If we are using different alkyl halide, here we are using CH3Br and here we are using C2H5Br, so mixed form में हमें compound मिलेगा, okay. So when a mixture of two different alkyl halide is used, all three possible alkanes are formed. In the presence of dry ether we will get ethane, okay. ये डबल होगा या फिर ये डबल होगा, लाइक ब्यूटेन CH3 CH2 CH2 CH3, या फिर इन दोनों का कॉम्बो मिलेगा, कॉम्बिनेशंस मिलेगा, लाइक प्रोपेन, ओके. इसका डबल होगा तो CH3 CH3, इसका डबल होगा तो ब्यूटेन, या फिर इन दोनों का मिक्सचर होगा तो वी विल गेट अ प्रोपेन. Understood? Okay. In Wurtz reaction we are using sodium metal in the presence of dry ether. Okay. So next reaction is Fittig reaction. This is a Fittig reaction. Here same we are using a sodium metal. Okay. But here we are using aryl halide. Aryl means aromatic ring. When aryl halide reacts with sodium metal, okay, we will get a biphenyl. Bi means twice, okay. phenyl ring, दो phenyl ring एक दूसरे के साथ जुड़े होंगे, उसको बोलेंगे biphenyl, okay. So see the reaction. When two chlorobenzene, okay, react with sodium, same, here we will get 2NaCl as a byproduct, and दो बेंजीन रिंग हमारे पास रहेंगे, वो क्या करेंगे, एक दूसरे के साथ ज्वाइंट होंगे. So we will get a biphenyl. The reaction is same. Here we are using alkyl halide. Here we are using a aryl halide. Aromatic ring we are using benzene with the, okay, halide. So that's why it is a aryl halide. Abhi next reaction same with the sodium metal, but it is a combination of Wurtz and Fittig. ये दोनों का combination है. So therefore that is reaction is called as the Wurtz-Fittig reaction. It is a Wurtz-Fittig reaction. What happened in this reaction? Okay, when aryl halide reacts with alkyl halide, okay, aryl halide plus alkyl halide reacts with the sodium metal in the presence of dry ether to give a substituted aromatic compound is known as Wurtz-Fittig reaction. This reaction is an extension of Wurtz reaction and was carried out by Fittig. So this reaction allows the alkylation of aryl halide. ये reaction क्या करता है, alkylation करता है aryl halide का. We are using aryl halide. aryl halide में कोई alkyl group attach होगा तो उसको हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे, alkylation of aryl halide. So this is a aromatic ring with halogen aryl halide react with alkyl halide. Here this is a byproduct and we will get a benzene ring which attached to the methyl group. So we will get this product. This name is toluene. The name of compound is toluene. Okay. So these are the three reactions. Okay. In all three reactions we are using a metal, sodium. Okay. So these are the very easy to remember. Okay. Next reaction we will see. Now students, let's begin with the nucleophilic substitution of haloarenes. Aryl halides are less reactive towards the nucleophilic substitution due to following reasons. Means aryl halides show low reactivity towards nucleophilic substitution reaction because of the two main reasons. First one is the sp2 hybrid state of carbon. sp2 hybrid state of carbon. See the examples. Okay, see the carbon and chlorine bond in chlorobenzene is stronger. Okay, carbon and chlorine bond in chlorobenzene is stronger and shorter than chloroalkane molecule. So CCl bond length in chlorobenzene is 169 as compared to the CCl bond length in alkyl chloride, it is 178 parameter. Okay, hence it is difficult to break. इसीलिए यहाँ पे हमें ये बॉन्ड लेंथ ब्रेक करना क्या है, डिफिकल्ट है. एज वेल एज कार्बन इज sp2 हाइब्रिडाइज्ड. sp2 हाइब्रिडाइज्ड होने के कारण the percentage of S character is more, okay, that is 33%, and P is having 67%. And in alkyl halide, carbon is in sp3 hybridized state. Because of in sp3 hybridized state, the percentage of S character is 25% and P is 75%. Okay, so here there is a percentage of S character is more, that is 33%. Okay, S is having spherical shape, okay, round shape होता है, so it is nucleus के ये क्या रहेगा और पास में रहेगा. So that's why nucleus के close होने के कारण we will require a more energy to break a bond. So that's why CCl bond length in chlorobenzene is stronger and shorter than chloroalkane. Okay. Now next reason is resonance. Resonance effect means it is a shifting of, okay, electrons, okay, pi electrons. One of the lone pair of electron on halogen atom, okay, lone pair of electron on halogen atom is in conjugation with pi electrons of the ring. Okay, see the different resonating structures. Okay, here these are the pi electrons are shifted over here, then these two electrons are shifted over here, so gets a negative charge. So this is the delocalizations of electrons. This is the delocalization. Again this negative charge is shifted over here, and these two electrons are coming out. Again this negative charge is, okay, shifted. Like this we will get a final structure. Okay, this is a chlorobenzene. See, in first and last structure, okay, there is a position of double bond is changed because of the resolution of electrons or delocalization of pi bonds, we can say. Okay, now see students, okay, focus here. This is a chlorobenzene. Okay, this is which position? This is ortho position, this is meta position, this is a para position. Okay, so negative charge is on ortho position, okay, see in second structure, and at para position, see in third structure. Okay, second and fourth structure, see the para ortho position is having a electron density more, okay, and para position. So electron rich जो है positions, that is what ortho and para position is having more electron density. Means यहाँ पे क्या है, नेगेटिव चार्ज है, तो यहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रोफाइल अटैक करने के चांसेस ज़्यादा है. ठीक है, बिकॉज ऑर्थो एंड पैरा पोजिशंस आर द इलेक्ट्रॉन रिच पोजिशंस. ठीक है, नाउ सी नेक्स्ट. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, लेट्स कंटिन्यू विद द nucleophilic substitution. Now see, the cleavage of CX bond in haloarenes proceeds with difficulty. However, the presence of electron withdrawing group at ortho and para position greatly increases reactivity of haloarenes towards substitution of halogen atom. Okay, so electron withdrawing group is present on ortho and para position is increases the reactivity of haloarenes, and which will help out to replace the halogen atom. Okay, so what happens here, see, the greater number of electron withdrawing group at ortho and para position, greater is the reactivity. जितने ज़्यादा इलेक्ट्रॉन विड्रॉइंग ग्रुप अटैच होंगे उतना ज़्यादा रिएक्टिविटी क्या होगा, बढ़ेगा. हाउ इट इज़ पॉसिबल, सी द रेजोनेटिंग स्ट्रक्चर, नाइट्रो ग्रुप at ortho position with respect to halogen atom. Now let's see what is the nitro group. Nitro group is the electrophile. Okay, nitrogen is having positive charge. Okay, so it is the electrophile. So मैंने last slide में ही बताया आपको कि when this nitro group is electrophile and this is a chlorobenzene. Okay, so electrophile कौन से position पे attack करेगा, ortho position पे. Okay, because ऑर्थो पोजिशन इज इलेक्ट्रॉन रिच पोजिशन, इलेक्ट्रॉन डेंसिटी यहाँ पे क्या है, ज़्यादा है. सो देयरफॉर, सो व्हाट हैपन हियर, सी दिस आर द रेजोनेटिंग स्ट्रक्चर. ओके, न्यूक्लियोफाइल अटैक. ओके, सो दिस आर द रेजोनेटिंग स्ट्रक्चर्स. ओके, and these are the resolution of electrons. So finally we got the structures. Okay, in the last step we will get a chlorine is removed and it is substituted by OH. वही अगर हम लोग NO2 ग्रुप अटैच करेंगे तो ये क्या होता है, प्रोसेस फास्ट होता है. ठीक है, सेम अगर NO2 ग्रुप पैरा पोजिशन पे अटैच्ड है विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू हैलोजन एटम, सी दीज आर द रेजोनेटिंग स्ट्रक्चर, दीज आर द रेजोनेटिंग हाइब्रिड स्ट्रक्चर. ओके, delocalization of electron, finally we got these structures. Okay, these are not asked in your exam, but this is the reason why the NO2 group attached to ortho and para position, how it is possible to increase the reactivity. Okay, in the above example, carbon anion is formed by attack of nucleophile OH and it gets stabilized at ortho and para position due to stronger electron withdrawing group of NO2. ये क्या है? इलेक्ट्रॉन विदड्रॉइंग ग्रुप है. ऑब्वियसली इसके ऊपर पॉजिटिव चार्ज है तो इसका नेचर क्या होगा? इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को पुल करने का. तो ये रेजोनेंस को क्या करता है? बढ़ावा देता है. सो दैट्स वाई इन बोथ द रिएक्शंस, in both the structures we can say how NO2 group at ortho and para position increases the reactivity of chlorobenzene. Okay, now let's see the reactions of nucleophilic substitution. Okay, पहला रिएक्शन हम लोग देखेंगे. इन फर्स्ट रिएक्शन देयर इज अ नो इलेक्ट्रॉन विदड्रॉइंग ग्रुप, प्लेन क्लोरोबेंजीन when react with nucleophile OH, okay, at 623 Kelvin and 300 atmospheric pressure. Okay, so here see the conditions. Okay, we will get a phenol and nucleophile Cl minus. Okay, now see next example with the presence of electron withdrawing group. When para-nitrochlorobenzene, okay, para-nitrochlorobenzene when react with nucleophile OH, okay, एक नाइट्रो ग्रुप इलेक्ट्रॉन विड्रॉइंग ग्रुप अटैच होने के कारण कंडीशंस देखिए, टेम्परेचर भी कम हुआ कंपेयर टू फर्स्ट रिएक्शन. ओके, सो NaOH बेस के साथ जब भी रिएक्ट करेगा तो हमें ये न्यूक्लियोफाइल मिलेगा. सो दिस विल अटैक. ओके, and this halogen is substituted by OH, so we will get a product that is para-nitrophenol, that is got a para-nitrophenol. Okay, now next अगर यहाँ पे दोनों जगह पे ऑर्थो एंड पैरा पोजिशन पे if there is a presence of nitro group, so the name of compound is 2,4-dinitrochlorobenzene. ये अगर न्यूक्लियोफाइल के साथ रिएक्ट करता है. ओके, अगर यहाँ पे दो electron withdrawing group पे से temperature is less as compared to the first reaction. Okay, as compared to the first reaction. Okay, so here we will get the product. Okay, chlorine is replaced by OH, so we will get a 2,4-dinitrophenol. 2,4-dinitrophenol. Okay, next reaction is C 2,4,6-dinitro-chlorobenzene. 2,4,6, these are the positions. Okay, now these are the react with the nucleophile. Okay, just warm water. Okay, वार्म वाटर में कंडीशन होगा ये, तो हमें क्या मिलेगा? ये वाटर से हमें न्यूक्लियोफाइल मिलेगा H2O OH minus this one. Okay, so we will get what? This substituted by OH, so we will get 2,4,6-trinitrophenol. Now students, let's begin with the next topic, that is electrophilic substitution in aryl halides. Aryl halides undergoes electrophilic substitution reaction slowly. The halogen atom has strong electron withdrawing inductive effect. This deactivates the ring and electrophilic substitution occurs slowly. We are already seen in a resonating structure of chlorobenzene, electron density is more at ortho and para position, or electron density more means there is having a negative charge. So obviously the incoming electrophilic group is more likely to attack on ortho and para position. But due to the steric hindrance at ortho position and ortho and para position, this product are usually predominates. Okay, so see the reaction. First reaction is halogenation reaction. Halogen react with the reacts, okay, in the presence of ferric salt as a Lewis acid catalyst. See, this is a plain reaction. Okay, here there is a chlorobenzene react with chlorine, and in the presence of catalyst FeCl3 we will get the product this 1,4-dichlorobenzene and 1,2-dichlorobenzene. This is a major because this is a symmetrical structure, and here it is a unsymmetrical structure, that's why it is a minor. Here there is a cloud of chlorine, okay, electron cloud of chlorine as well as this second chlorine, and both the clouds are clashed together and they repel each other, that's why it is minor. And here electron cloud is far from each other, so that's why it is a major one. Okay, now here each carbon, okay, is having a hydrogen, but just for your better understanding I will put here hydrogen. okay, मतलब यहाँ पे hydrogen दिखाया है, यहाँ पे भी hydrogen है. okay, so here see how the electrophile is generated from this chlorine when it reacts with the anhydrous FeCl3. okay, see this is a chlorine, this one Cl bonded with Cl. okay, so this is FeCl3. FeCl3 क्या करेगा, अपना ऑक्टेट पूरा करने, ऑलरेडी इट इज हैविंग अ 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन. okay, 2 + 2 + 2, 6 electrons. To complete the octet, here there is a heterolytic bond fusion is takes place. okay, so ये क्या करेगा, ये क्लोरीन के साथ ये दोनों भी इलेक्ट्रॉन अपने साथ लेके चला जाएगा. so it will makes FeCl4. okay, and this chlorine gets a positive charge. तो ये हमारा इलेक्ट्रोफाइल यहाँ पे बन गया. इलेक्ट्रोफाइल मीन्स इलेक्ट्रॉन की कमी है, बराबर. तो ऑब्वियसली ये कौन से पोजीशन पे अटैक करेगा, इट विल अटैक ऑन ऑर्थो और पैरा पोजीशन. सो it will attack on para position, and this hydrogen, okay, is combined with this Cl and it will make some HCl. it will make some HCl. so like this same way we can go understand for the ortho position also. so this like we will get a para position chlorine electrophile attachment and ortho position. understood? See students, this mechanism will not ask in the example. okay, this is for your understanding only. and here we are using a anhydrous FeCl3. इसका काम होने के बाद ये अगेन ये क्लोरीन HCl के साथ चला जाएगा और ये FeCl3 क्या करेगा, एज अ कैटलिस्ट करके वापस अपनी जगह पे मतलब रिएक्शन से बाहर हो जाएगा. so like this reactions is completed. okay, next. now students, let's begin with the next reaction, that is Friedel-Crafts alkylation and Friedel-Crafts acylation. Means here introducing the alkyl group to the benzene ring and here introducing the acyl group to the benzene ring. okay, let's see one by one. First reaction, when chlorobenzene react with methyl chloride, we will get 4 chlorotoluene and 1 chlorotoluene. okay, see here, tell me which is the electrophile, okay, which is the catalyst. okay, very good, right, it is a CH3 as a electrophile and anhydrous AlCl3 as a catalyst. okay, and here we are introducing which group, alkyl group, CH3 group we are introducing, and here we will get a para position and ortho position. okay, next, see the acyl, introduction of acyl group. which is the acyl group, this is the acyl group, CH3CO. okay, these are the acyl group. the name of compound is acetyl chloride. this is what, acetyl chloride. and which is the electrophile, tell me. yes, very good, this is the electrophile, CH3C double bond O and here plus charge. okay, so this is the electrophile. this electrophile is attached at para position and at ortho position. so this is a minor, this is a major product and this is a minor product. okay, this is a major product. now see the mechanism of this reaction. okay, mechanism exam में नहीं आएगा, this is for your understanding only. see in this reaction, okay, this is CH3Cl react with AlCl3, Levy's acid. okay, this will, what happen here, there's a heterolytic bond fusion is takes place. okay, so therefore this chlorine is get bonded with this AlCl4 and electrophile generated, that is CH3, and this CH3 is attack on this para and ortho position, and this Cl is react with which, this hydrogen. okay, and it gets out as a HCl. okay, यहाँ पे जो हाइड्रोजन से वो हाइड्रोजन के साथ कंबाइन होके ये क्या बनाएगा, HCl बनाएगा. same mechanism we can followed over here. there is a heterolytic bond fusion is takes place and here there is a electrophile is generated, that is CH3CO, and it will be attacked on ortho and para position. so we will get this product, that is major and minor product. okay, acetophenone product. clear? understood? okay, Now students, let's begin with the next reaction, that is the nitration reaction. Okay, in nitration reaction, what happens when haloarenes treated with the HNO3 nitric acid in the presence of H2SO4, we will get the nitro compound. See the general reaction: when chlorobenzene react with the nitric acid in the presence of H2SO4, we will get one chloro nitrobenzene and one chloro 2 nitrobenzene, and H2O as a byproduct and H2SO4 as a catalyst क्या करेगा, निकल जाएगा. Are you able to guess which is the electrophile in this reaction? Yes, can you identify? Okay, very good. It is a NO2 as a electrophile in this reaction. So see how it gets generated. Okay, when H2SO4 nitric acid is having structure like this. Okay, HNO3, H single bond O. Okay, NO2. Okay, N double bond O, N double bond O, and this is one of the molecule of H2SO4. Here this electrons is totally shifted towards this oxygen, so H plus gets separate out, so we will get the structure like this. Okay, H plus and HSO4. Okay, with the negative charge on oxygen. Okay, so what happened, this H plus क्या करेगा, अभी यहाँ पे इस ऑक्सीजन के साथ लोन पेयर है, तो ये H plus क्या करेगा, इस ऑक्सीजन के साथ रिएक्ट करेगा नाइट्रिक एसिड के ऑक्सीजन के साथ. तो उसके बाद क्या होगा, ये बॉन्ड फॉर्म करने के बाद यहाँ पे ये जो बॉन्ड है दिस विल गेट ब्रेक्स. ओके, तो ये ब्रेक होने के बाद ऑब्वियसली नाइट्रोजन से इलेक्ट्रॉन चले गए हैं, तो ऑब्वियसली यहाँ पे क्या आएगा, नाइट्रो NO2 ग्रुप क्या होगा, NO2 पॉजिटिव. ओके, तो नाइट्रोजन के ऊपर क्या आएगा, पॉजिटिव चार्ज. सो लेट्स सी द रिएक्शन. हियर वी विल गेट द प्रोडक्ट लाइक दिस. दिस इज NO2 and this HSO4. ओके, सो हियर and water molecule कैसे निकला पता चला, when HNO2 and H2SO4 react together. Okay, in that hydrogen is gets separated as a H plus, and this H plus is react with what, HNO3 से जो OH आता है उसके साथ रिएक्ट होके बनाता है वाटर मॉलिक्यूल. ओके, ना अभी ये NO2 क्या करेगा, दिस NO2 विल अटैक ऑर्थो एंड पैरा पोजिशन. ओके, ऑर्थो एंड पैरा पोजिशन पे अटैक करेगा, और उसके बाद ये जो H है दिस विल रिमूव, एंड दिस H विल वेयर इट विल गो, दिस हाइड्रोजन गेट्स कंबाइन विद दिस H2SO4, और यहाँ पे कैटलिस्ट का काम क्या होता है, ख़त्म होता है. रिएक्शन में आता है, रिएक्शन करवाता है, रिएक्शन कंप्लीट होने के बाद जैसा था वैसे ही बाहर चला जाता है. ठीक है, सो इट इज़ हियर द H2SO4 यूज्ड एज अ catalyst. Understood? So electrophile NO2 is attacked on ortho and para position, we will get this product. Okay, now next reaction is, now let's continue with the next reaction, that is sulfonation reaction. So when chlorobenzene react with fuming H2SO4, we will get 4-chlorobenzene sulfonic acid and 1-chlorobenzene sulfonic acid. SO3H group is attached at para and ortho position. Okay, this is H2O and H2SO4 as a catalyst. This is the simple reaction which is given in your textbook. How this SO3H is attached to this ortho and para position, we will see the mechanism. Okay, you know which is the major and which is the minor product, this we are already discussed. Okay, this is a para position पे SO3 group attached है, so that's why it is major, and this is a minor product. Okay, see here what is the role of H2SO4 in this reaction. See students, mechanism will not ask you in the exam. For your better understanding, I am explaining you the mechanism. So this is the molecule of H2SO4. Okay, this is the structure of H2SO4. The electron pair is shifted over here and H plus is created. Okay, यहाँ पे क्या होगा, H plus बनेगा. तो structure कैसे मिलेगा हमें, like this. Okay, ये H plus बनेगा. ठीक है, H प्लस बनने के बाद ये दूसरा मॉलिक्यूल है, दिस इज नॉट सेम वन. ओके, दिस इज द सेकेंड मॉलिक्यूल ऑफ H2SO4. अभी यहाँ से जो H प्लस निकला है वो क्या करेगा, ये जो दूसरा मॉलिक्यूल है H2SO4 का, इसके साथ कंबाइन होके और ये H के साथ कंबाइन होके H3O प्लस बनाएगा. ठीक है, सो यहाँ से जो ये ग्रुप निकला, ये इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर शिफ्ट होने के बाद यहाँ पे क्या आया, नेगेटिव चार्ज. सो दिस इज द कंपाउंड, दैट इज ओके, दिस इज अ कंपाउंड. एंड इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर शिफ्ट होने के बाद ये मिला, देन दिस H प्लस इज गेट्स कंबाइंड विद दिस H3O प्लस, सो विल गेट H3O प्लस, and remaining structure is like this. Remaining structure is like this, S double bond O, and this electron pair is again shifted over here, so we will get a double bond. Okay, so next is step 2. In that, see, this is a SO3. SO3 में partial charges develop हुए हैं. So this will attack on this position. So we will get a structure like this. And this is C here, carbon is attached to SO3 and this gets a resonance. Again ये जब यहाँ पे attached होगा तो ये क्या करेगा, वापस अपनी पोजीशन ले लेगा और ऑक्सीजन पे फुल्ली नेगेटिव चार्ज आ जाएगा. ठीक है. एंड दिस इज C, दिस इज अ कार्बन इन विच द हाइड्रोजन इज लूजली बाउंड. सो कार्बन इज pentavalent. Okay, this we are seen in SN1 mechanism. Okay, pentavalent carbon is not stable, so this is we can say a transition state. So here in step 3 what happens, this is a structure in which hydrogen is loosely bound. अभी ये loosely bound hydrogen क्या होगा, जो यहाँ पे ये बनाता हमारा SO3HO नेगेटिव, ये क्या करेगा, इस हाइड्रोजन को ले लेगा. ठीक है. सो देयरफॉर H2SO4 क्या होगा, कैटालिस्ट करके बन जाएगा, कैटालिस्ट करके यहाँ पे निकल जाएगा. देन दिस H3O प्लस, अभी यहाँ पे क्या है, SO3 माइनस. ओके, सो ये क्या करेगा, फॉर द कंप्लीशन ऑफ देयर वैलेंसी व्हाट ही विल डू, ही विल टेक अ हाइड्रोजन फ्रॉम H3O प्लस एंड यहाँ पे हमें मिलेगा SO3H ग्रुप. सो दिस इज द फाइनल स्ट्रक्चर. ठीक है, समझ में आया? ओके. Now students, let's begin with the last topic of this chapter, that is uses and effects. Okay, environmental effects. This is a descriptive topic, you can read and do also, but just discuss about this. Little bit discussion about dichloromethane. First compound is dichloromethane, CH2Cl2. It is a colorless volatile liquid with a sweet aroma. Okay, volatile means easily evaporate होता है. It's the ideal solvent for many chemical reaction. Degrease spent removal, decaffeinate tea and coffee, propellant in aerosol. Okay, so and a fumigant pesticides for grains and strawberries में use किया जाता है. Environmental effects. Overexposure to dichloromethane causes dizziness, fatigueness, okay, nausea, headache and numbness in fingers and toes. If direct contact with eyes, it damage a cornea. अगर eyes से direct contact होता है तो cornea क्या होता है, damage होता है. Next is chloroform. It is very familiar name with us. Okay, chloroform. Other name is dichloromethane. Formula is CHCl3. Okay, it is colorless volatile liquid, sweet aroma. Chloroform exposed to air. Okay, and light forms a poisonous compound, poisonous gas is formed, that is called as phosgene. Hence stored in dark colored bottle and tightly packed. Okay, अगर एयर में ये एक्सपोज होता है तो ये क्या होता है, एक पॉइजनस गैस बनाता है जिसको phosgene बोलते हैं. Hence it is stored in dark place. Okay, see its uses and effects. Okay, preparation of chlorofluoromethane, freon refrigerant, solvent in pharmaceutical industry, solvent for the extraction of natural products like gums, fats, resins, and sources of dichlorocarbon. It is a source of dichlorocarbon. Chlorocarbon का formula ये है, carbon with the 2 valence and negative charges. Okay, so ये source है dichlorocarbon का. Effects. Okay, it is a depression of central nervous system. Okay, ये क्या होता है, सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम पे क्या होता है, इफेक्ट करता है. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट इज व्हाट, क्लोरोफॉर्म कॉजेस अ डिप्रेशन ऑफ सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम एंड इनहेलिंग फॉर शॉर्ट टाइम इट कॉजेस फटीग, डिजीनेस एंड हेडेक. ओके, लॉन्ग एक्सपोजर ऑफ क्लोरोफॉर्म में इफेक्ट ऑन लीवर. अगर ज़्यादा डोज हो जाता है क्लोरोफॉर्म का तो ये किस पे इफेक्ट करेगा, लीवर पे. अंडरस्टूड. Next compound. Students, let's begin with the next compound, that is carbon tetrachloride. Okay, ये नाम तो हमने सुना ही है, इसको हम लोग बोलते हैं tetrachloromethane also. It is colorless liquid with sweet aroma, volatile liquid, and it is a greenhouse gas. It is useful solvent for the oil, fats and resins, and it is used as a cleaning agent also. Effects. It is highly toxic to liver, and exposure to high concentration of carbon tetrachloride can affect central nervous system and it is suspected to be carcinogenic. अगर इसका high concentration हो गया तो ये हमारे सीधा डायरेक्ट इफेक्ट करेगा सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम पे। एंड ज़्यादा प्रोलॉन्ग एक्सपोजर, ज़्यादा टाइम तक अगर इसका एक्सपोजर होता है तो इट कॉजेस अ डेथ। ओके, नेक्स्ट कंपाउंड इज triiodomethane or iodoform. It is yellow crystalline substance with a disagreeable smell, volatile liquid. Okay, uses, it is used in medicine as a healing agent. Okay, iodine हम लोग यूज़ करते हैं. Okay, healing agent मतलब दर्द कम करने वाला. Okay, एंटीसेप्टिक इन ड्रेसिंग ऑफ वाउंड्स एंड सोर्स. ओके, जहाँ पे हमको तकलीफ होती है वाउंड्स एंड सोर्स में, ये ड्रेसिंग के लिए हम लोग क्या करते हैं, यूज़ करते हैं एज अ एंटीसेप्टिक. ओके, वाउंड्स जो आते हैं, ओके, उसके लिए भी ये यूज़ किया जाता है. स्मॉल स्केल यूज्ड एज डिसइंफेक्टेंट. स्मॉल स्केल में इसको डिसइंफेक्टेंट में यूज़ किया जाता है, छोटे स्केल पे. ठीक है. Effect, it causes irritation to skin and eyes. Okay, may causes respiratory irritation, dizziness, depression of central nervous system, visual disturbance. Okay, इसका ये क्या है, एनवायरमेंटल अपना बॉडी पे क्या इफेक्ट होता है, ये इसके इफेक्ट्स हैं. ओके, नेक्स्ट कंपाउंड इज, नाउ स्टूडेंट्स लेट्स कंटिन्यू विद द नेक्स्ट कंपाउंड दैट इज फ्रेon. Freon is generally named as CFC. CFC is called as chlorofluorocarbons, and these are the widely used compound: dichloro, difluoromethane, trichlorofluoromethane, chlorodifluoromethane. Okay, it is having low toxicity and low biological activity. It is used as propellant in aerosol product of food and cosmetics and pharmaceutical industry. Freons containing bromine, it is used in a fire extinguisher. It is used as solvent for cleaning cloths and metallic surface. It is used in foaming agent in the preparation of plastic foams. It is used as refrigerant as well as air conditioning. मतलब हमारे फ्रिज में जो गैस होता है, that is the freon. Okay. Effect, refrigerant causes ozone depletion. So next is propane group is more toxic. Freon from propane group is more toxic. Next is DDT, dichloro diphenyl trichloroethane. It is colorless, tasteless, odorless and crystalline compound. This is the structure of DDT. It is used as insecticide against malaria, and it is used to kill various insects like housefly and mosquitoes due to high and specific toxicity. Effects, exposure to high doses causes vomiting and shakiness, tremors, okay, shivering, not metabolized and not destroyed by environmental destructive forces. It is deposited and stored in fatty tissue. If it exists for a long time in soil, plants and animals as well, it produces unforeseen ecological effect. Because of this, it is replaced by better and safer insecticide due to ecological problem. Ecological problem देता था, इसलिए इसको क्या किया है, replace किया गया है. ठीक है. Now here we are ending with the halogen derivative. Okay, I hope you understood whatever I taught in halogen derivatives. You can do the exercise which is given in your textbook. Okay, thank you so much.